somebody had asked me about what it was like my first show, to see all the athletes and competitors. Well, my first show was 27 years ago almost. A long time ago. That's kind of, wow, depressing. 1985. So 95, 2005 is 20, and then what, 7? Yeah, 27 years? It'll be 27 years in November. So we're just past 26 years, so that's not as bad. My first show, I'm like the most shy person, and to think of getting up on stage in a bikini was kind of a scary thought. But actually, when I got to the show, I liked the atmosphere. I guess you just want to say it's exciting. You know, it's like you don't really know what to expect for your first show. And I hadn't even been to a show. I had seen pictures of, there was a girl at the gym that I was working out at, and she had competed a couple times, and she had pictures, and I saw pictures, you know, and so you see pictures of somebody on stage, you know, and then you see pictures in the magazines and stuff, but you know, to see somebody that you knew, like, you know, on a stage that you were going to be on. So I had never been to a show in person, so I didn't know exactly what it was going to be like, but it was exciting. I liked the atmosphere of it, and I won my first show, my weight class, and I was hooked. And usually it's like when people do their first show, you know, it's like you don't know what to expect, you know, the preparation and the dieting and the cardio and the training. I mean, everything that you do, getting your suit, for girls, getting your nails done and your hair done, and just the whole preparation of the show. And then if you're doing bodybuilding, you know, you're putting your routine together, you're practicing your quarter turns and your mandatory poses, and it's just, it's a bit overwhelming, you know, but you're doing it, and you're not really sure what it's going to be like when you get there, because you haven't done it yet. But it's exciting. It's exciting and scary at the same time, because you don't really know what to expect. But once you get there and you get that feeling of being up on stage, especially if you know that you did your homework, it's like you get up on stage and it's just it's a great feeling. You know, it's like you get to show off all the hard work that you've been doing over the last, say, 16 to 20 weeks, or however long you dieted for the show. It's a great experience, you know. And then your second show, you kind of have a little bit more of an idea of what to expect and what you're going to feel like as you get closer, you know. And everybody's a little bit different, but usually for the most part, that last month is the hardest, especially the last 2 weeks. But the last 2 weeks are usually the weeks that your body changes the most. I mean, it changes really quick. So once you've gone through it the first time, when you're doing it again for the second time, at least you have a little bit more of an idea of what it's going to be like. So you can relax a little bit more. It's not as, it's still exciting, but it's not as scary. And then if you compete local shows, you know, you get to know some of the competitors and stuff, and you see some of the same ones at the show, so you know, you become friends with them, and you can't really understand it until you've done it yourself. I mean, you can try to explain it to somebody, but just the whole process that you have to go through and the feeling that you have when you're on stage, you can describe it to somebody, but it's like you really can't totally appreciate it until you do it yourself.